What's up guys, welcome back to Apple Tech Talks, and I'm sure you've heard the hype and excitement around the recent release of the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus. They were announced by Apple on Wednesday, and here are my first impressions of the phones. First of all, I want to clarify something. This video is solely about my impressions, so they simply voice my predictions on expectations for how this phone would perform in day-to-day usage. However, please subscribe to my channel to see the full upcoming review coming very soon on these phones. So let's get into the actual phone. Apple introduced 10 new exciting features of the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus, the first being dust and water resistance, an IP67 rating. Now if you've heard of the Samsung Galaxy S7's resistance rating, which is actually called IP68, note that the iPhone 7 does not exactly live up to the resistance strength as much as the Galaxy's S7. However, for a quick dip less than 1 meter or a splash here and there, you should be totally fine with your 7. Not exactly super useful, but I'm sure it'll be comforting to you that the feature is there. Next feature is the camera. On the iPhone 7, there is a 12 megapixel rear-facing camera that has optical image stabilization, an f1.8 aperture, and a 6-element lens. Now what does this mean in terms of picture quality? Well, optical image stabilization essentially allows you to take stable, non-blurry images while moving. An f1.8 aperture increases the picture quality in low light conditions, and a 6-element lens allows more details on the shot. Not a huge bump up from the iPhone 6s's camera, and definitely something you can live without, but if you're really into the picture quality, know that the camera on the iPhone 7 is really superb. On the other side of the iPhone is a selfie camera. It's now upgraded to 7 megapixels. It has a Retina flash and an improved ISP, or image signal processor. So the bump in megapixels will actually allow an overall better picture. You should be able to see things more clearly and have things less pixelated. The Retina flash has also been in the iPhone 6s, but is basically a way to light up your selfies in low light. Finally, the improved ISP will allow for sharper, more awing images. Now I want to talk a little about the iPhone 7 Plus camera. So if you've heard, you'll know that it's called a dual camera setup. Basically, there are 2 cameras on the back. One is called the wide angle lens and the other is called a telephoto lens. Both operate individually, yet both combine in the end to result in an overall better picture. I'm sure the difference isn't huge and it's most definitely overkill, yet the dual cameras also offer optical zoom as opposed to the current digital zoom offered on the 6s. Optical zoom allows you to zoom in when taking pictures while not reducing the quality of the actual photo. It's a bit confusing, but I'll explain in my full review. Also, there are cool other features and capabilities of the dual lens camera, but again I'll mention it in my full review. The next feature is the display. So although the resolution of the screen wasn't bumped up in any way, it's gotten 25% brighter, a wider color gamut, and a display difference between the variants. So what I mean by that is basically the iPhone 7 has a resolution of 1334 by 750, whereas the 7 Plus actually has a full 1080p display at a resolution of 1920 by 1080. This resolution difference is meant to differentiate the 2 iPhone variants. If you care a little bit more about a slight increase in pixel density, go for the iPhone 7 Plus. There's also been an improved haptic engine for when you use 3D touch. The next feature, and probably the most exciting, is the processing power. The new A10 Fusion will make gaming brilliant and immersive. There should be no lag whatsoever, and furthermore, Apple claims that it will deliver console-level graphics on games. There's also no battery drain when you're managing lighter tasks like email. The A10 Fusion is claimed to also be twice as fast as the iPhone 6s and the most energy efficient processor of any iPhone. We also get stereo speakers on the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus. Audio shouldn't really be super impressive, not nearly as impressive as the iPad Pros, but for a phone, what are you going to expect? We also get faster LTE and roaming capabilities, and I have still no doubt in saying that the iPhone 7 will be the best phone for traveling, as it does have 25 LTE bands. It also ships with iOS 10, and you can find the full price and spec sheet on Apple's website. I'm actually linking the website below so you can go ahead and check out and learn more about the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus. I personally think it's a great effort from Apple, and especially with the recent exploding issues with the Galaxy Note 7, which was actually meant to be its initial competitor. The iPhone 7 is one of the best phones of 2016 and probably 2017 as well. I'll make a whole separate video as well on AirPods and what I think of them. You can expect that next week and my iPhone 7 review the week after that. Until then, you'll have to wait. This has been Apple Tech Talks. I enjoyed making this video, and I'll see you in the next one.